Hi everyone. The peer mentors are doing a session today on recipes that you can try out at your university halls. So we have 4 different recipes today, and hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for you, give you some inspiration and also some cheaper options as opposed to maybe going out. So now Lucky is just going to talk about the peer mentoring scheme at the university.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucky and I'm a third year biomedical sciences student at the university. So peer mentoring scheme. So peer mentoring scheme is a scheme by the university to help students settle in the university. So we have a friendly face to support your transition into university. If you're looking for a friend to talk to or about how to settle in and where to go after you finish your lectures, so we can advise you on that. And peer mentoring is a form of mentorship that involves a student who has more experience in university life and can offer you pastoral support to you. And in case you need any advice or guidance, maybe regarding your university or your course, we can help you with that. And we also run well-being session like this session, and we also available on Handshake. So if you need to ask us any questions regarding university or your accommodation or your course, we are always there to help you. So hope you sign up for the peer mentoring scheme, and we look forward to see you there. Thank you. So our first recipe is vegetable rice. Is one of my favorite recipe. That's why I wanted to share with you all. So with vegetable rice, I'm only sharing the ingredients like the main ingredients, but of course you can be creative with this recipe. So the basic ingredients you will need is 1 tablespoon cooking oil, 1 teaspoon garlic puree, and 1 cup rice, which is approximately 150 gram. And then you need salt to taste, and then you need quarter cup chopped carrot, bell pepper and green peas, and a cup soaked lentils and 3 to 4 cups of water. So it's a very quick and easy recipe. You'd need roughly 15 minutes to including the preparation time and the cooking time. So to prepare, you need to heat oil in a pot over a high heat, and then add garlic puree and stir briefly. After that, you need to add rice and stir it for 2 minutes. And then you need to add salt to taste. After this, you need to add vegetables. You can use fresh or frozen vegetables and then stir briefly. And then you need to add lentils and stir again briefly. After that, you need to add water and cook for 10 to 15 minutes on it. And then given 3 types of vegetables there, but of course you can use any other type of vegetables like broccoli or cauliflower, and just be creative with this recipe because it's open. Don't limit yourself, and because by cooking you can be creative as well. And this is one of my favorite recipe because I can add different kinds of vegetables or 5 to 7 types of vegetable as well. So try it. I'm sure you'll like it. So it can be a lunch or dinner. So that's my recipe. So the next is my colleague Anjali, who will share her recipe. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Thanks, Lucky. So my recipe is a super quick breakfast, but to be honest, I also have it as a snack as well. It's overnight oats. So all we need to do is get a bowl, and this serves one person, 50 grams of oats, 120 mils of milk, or if you have water on hand and that's easier, you can also use water, and then 1 teaspoon honey, but you can change that according to your taste. All you need to do is the night before, mix it all in a bowl and cover it and chuck it in the fridge. And then the next morning, you just need to add your favorite toppings or just have it plain because it will be sweetened with the honey as you wish. So some optional toppings that I like are fruit, nut butters, nuts and seeds, and yogurt. And this is a fantastic way to meal prep. And if you have an early morning lecture, then you can just get this out of the fridge and your breakfast is done. So a quick way to do this is to make a big bowl of this, maybe 5 or 6 servings on the weekend, on a Sunday night, and then you can put this in a big bowl and you can scoop it out for each morning because it'll keep in the fridge for about 5 to 6 days. So that's my super quick breakfast idea done. I hope you try it out. I hope you enjoy it. And on to the next recipe.
Okay, my recipe is a pasta bake. It's not too fancy, but it's a good way of getting in loads and loads of veg without and it's also great because you can put in whatever veg you like. You don't have to stick to the same thing each time. So I'll sometimes have it multiple times a week and just put different things in it to sort of spice it up. And so the ingredients, like I've listed here some vegetables that you could put in, but really it's up to you, just things that you can kind of bake or fry. And you just sort of put them in the baking dish and coat them in oil, season them if you want, and cook for 45 minutes. Make sure to turn them and just check on them, make sure they're okay. Then cherry tomatoes, again, are optional, so it really works with whatever you have in the fridge. And cook for a further 10 to 15 minutes. And add your cooking water if you want the chopped tomatoes to sort of stay sort of, I suppose, liquidy and not sort of harden, but again, completely optional. Add the pasta and stir it in, and then lots of cheese on top, I like, but again, however much you fancy. The great thing about this as well is that it's a big recipe. If you add enough veg, it can last you quite a few days. It's okay to keep in the fridge overnight, but be careful beyond that, but it's usually okay. Or just a good one to cook for, say, you're with your housemates. I think it works as like a big meal for that sort of thing as well. And yeah, the other thing is you can have it cold as like a normal sort of pasta dish too the next day. So I think that's my one. So I will switch on to the next recipe. Is that still sharing, by the way, or is it?
Yeah, that's sharing. It is. It's gone to. It's not on full screen anymore.
Yes, it's still
Okay.
sharing.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
I can see it on my.
Is it full screen
Is that
now, or
okay?
is it?
Yeah,
still...
it is. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So, hi, my name is Aisha. I'm a third year pharmacology student, and my recipe for today is a North African shakshuka, which is like a very common sort of easy recipe that everyone makes in North Africa, like across like Morocco, Tunisia, Libya. So, yeah, the ingredients are kind of simple, and you can basically just put whatever you want and like, but the main thing is you need a bit of olive oil in a big pan, or a small pan if you're just making it for yourself, and just slice one large onion, mince one garlic clove, or finely chop it if you don't have like a mincing thingy. And here, this part, you can add either like a can of cherry tomato. They usually sell them in Tesco or Asda's, but if you don't find that, you can substitute it with like fresh tomatoes, just chop them up, or like a fresh cherry tomatoes chopped. And you can add a bit of tomato puree if you like an extra tomatoey taste, which is optional. And then just season it with a bit of salt, a bit of black pepper, a bit of paprika or chili powder, and you can add as much as you want, or to make it as spicy as you like. And you can add a bit of turmeric if you like. I put it in because it's really healthy and it's like an antioxidant, so it's nice to add it into some of your recipes if you can. And then you just let that just bubble for a bit until it condenses. Like, don't let it condense too much, and if you feel like if that is condensed too much, you can add a little bit of water. And yeah, just let it bubble for a bit, like on low heat for like 8 to 10 minutes. And afterwards, using like a wooden spoon, just dip a few little wells in the tomato, and then just crack your eggs and cover them with a just cover the pan, and let them cook for another 6 to 8 minutes, or just let them cook for as long as you like your eggs to be cooked for. Some people don't like a sunny side up, so you can scramble it a bit if that's what you like. And yeah, afterwards just garnish with a bit of coriander and a bit of chili flakes if you like, and it's served with bread and avocado or whatever you're feeling. And it's a sort of comfort food, to be honest, and it's perfect for the wintry weather. And it's very easy to make, honestly. Like, it does not take long at all. You can have it whenever: breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner. And to be honest, if you're having like a bit of a brunch with your friends in your halls, it's kind of an impressive thing to like make really quickly. And yeah, and in general, I feel like cooking has a lot of benefits, including the fact that as students, we do have financial issues, and cooking at home is so much cheaper. Like, honestly, like if you go to like I think Leaf in Liverpool do a shakshuka dish there in comparison to making one at home that would taste probably just as good, if not better. Is like, you know, it's something to think about. And plus, I find it very therapeutic when I'm stressed to just like cook something up and just eat and calm myself down. Um, so yeah, that is the benefits of cooking for me personally. And yeah, I'm passing back to Heather now. Thank you.
I completely agree with what you just said about being a relaxing thing. I think it's a great opportunity to take some time for yourself and think about what you want to eat and be a bit selfish, eat things you like, and it's an opportunity to enjoy yourself in a way that is also helping your body and your mind.
Exactly. And plus, like, this is a sort of I mean, all of the recipes that have been mentioned are really healthy, so you're cooking something healthy that's easy, and at the same time you're taking time off for yourself to relax. So
Yeah, I
pretty
think
good.
that's an important point. You're taking time off, aren't you? And also it's an option to kind of get away from, technology and looking at a screen, and it's a break where you're not actually looking at your phone or watching the television, or I don't know. It's just a conscious decision that you make. And yeah, as the mentors have just said, all the recipes you've shared are so healthy and nutritious. So yeah, they're all really tasty. Definitely all ones I like as well. It's
Yeah,
making me hungry.
I love the oats because I'm a really lazy breakfast maker. So I love the fact that they last 5 to 6 days. That's like a bonus. So they're definitely going on my list.
Exactly. And I think it's also worth saying, like, they're very healthy recipes, but you can add as much to them as well to make them treats if you need to as well. Use it as a reward as well as just keeping yourself going. But I think that brings us to the close of our session. So you've got some great recipes to be thinking about, and also hope it just inspires you to have a look for other recipes as well. Obviously, there's so many more meals in the world than the ones that we just shared. So it'd be great if we've inspired you for next time you're in the kitchen, to have a look and be a bit more experimental. I'd like to take the opportunity now to just talk about, again, the peer mentor scheme. We are going on Christmas break on the 18th, I believe. But until then, and after the 7th of January, we're still here to hear from you. And there's also the Twitter page that's linked on this screen at the moment, and it's definitely worth a follow to hear about what we're doing over the next few weeks as well. And thank you to my fellow mentors as well for contributing so much and sharing their recipes. Yeah, we really hope this was useful to you.